Hello, my friend. It's a crypto lunatic from the Lunar Café, bringing you moonshots before they pop. And today I bring you a coin that I do own. So, transparently, I do own Jasmy. So, this is not really a shill. This is just me explaining why this is part of my portfolio. And the reason I'm doing this is because I usually report on coins that I don't own. And I've been legitimately asked, well, what do you own? So this is fair enough. So Jasmy is one of my bigger positions. And my plan for Jasmy is to watch this 3x and then do my usual and take profits and diversify. And do I think this could 3x soon from here? Absolutely do. But this is not financial advice. This is just my strategy. And this is just me being very transparent. So rather than talking about coins that I'm not involved in, today I'm going to talk about one that I am involved in. I do have a vested interest. I am biased. Take this with a pinch of salt and absolutely do your own research. So this is me letting you know why I invested in Jasmy and why I think there's an easy 3x in this. Easy. But of course, I could be wrong, as anyone in crypto could be. But join me on a little journey. Now, the point being, when Bitcoin pops, then the blockchains, the layer ones tend to pop first. So you're hedging on which major blockchain is going to have the fastest, most explosive growth so that you can get out and diversify. That's the game. Crypto's a bit like popcorn, and I think this will pop. So let's start by going to all. In fact, no, let's start here. Look, it's got a market cap of 700 million, which makes this bigger position than most of the coins I talk about, which are degen coins. That's why this is a bigger part of my portfolio, because that makes it slightly more established and slightly more safer. And you want your major money in more established projects. Your degen portfolio should not be more than five if you're really super high risk, maybe 10% of your portfolio. But the degen coins I talk are little moonshots. This is one of my major positions. So, first thing, tokenomics, 50 billion Jasmy and 49.44 billion. This is excellent, excellent tokenomics, which means that there's no more going to be dumpage on the market. There's going to be no more price suppression through tokens being released on the market, which is why this is flat. This looks like a scam token. Look at that. A scam token coin. That's what it looks like from this until we dig underneath the hood and find out what's going on. First thing, look, 95,000 holders. That's a significant amount of holders, my friend. Significant amount. And what happened here? This released back in 2021 at $1.30. It went up, according to this, it went up to $2.40. Some sources have that as double, went up to $5. But then there was a rug pull. One of the founders rug pulled this project. And that's why it absolutely plummeted. But then, and this is the important part, it was taken over by the team from Sony. The ex-Sony team, an established team, took over this. And it's been sitting there brewing. It's been sitting there brewing since. So let's go on to let's zoom in on a more sort of closer time scale over the last year. So again, you've got a better entry point now than if you got in at this time last year before this major pump. And look at this major pump that took it up to almost 6 cents. Now, if it does that, you've got a 4x. If it comes anywhere close when the market kicks in, that's an easy 4x. So this is what I would be looking at. It's already shown in this cycle that this thing can explode. And look how quickly it exploded. I just want you to notice this. One day you're sitting there on the 22nd of November, and this thing is 2 cents. And then a few days later, it's 2.6 cents. And here, look, up here, just a couple of weeks later, and you're on 0.058. That's how quickly. This is what's going to happen at some stage. This is how quick layer ones move when they pump. And I believe that this is going to happen again. We just don't know when. We're speculating on when. Now, it could be wrong, but this was proven that it's got pump potential here, my friends, which is what I'm counting on. It's on all of the major exchanges. This is huge, all of them. So let's have a look. confirms 95,000 holders. So 32% are in the top 10 wallets. These are mainly exchanges. And what is Jasmy? Well, there you go. It is a privacy coin, effectively. It's not quite a privacy coin, but it's a way for you to go on the blockchain with the Internet of Things and hold your data and choose where to share it. So imagine a Facebook where your data is yours and it only gets shared with your permission. And if you do share it, you earn some of the revenue. So this is the future. Here's the future. So let's look at the website. This is the website. And look, you find all the details here. The company's there. They show you where they are. They're transparent. Now, transparency in crypto is a rare thing. And here's something major. This thing is regulated in Japan. It's regulated. And these are all experienced team members, experienced. So Jasmy has an experienced team that have a track record of making companies work. And that was a big part of my investment thesis. Follow the team, teams with track record. Now, here's my Claude AI prompt, where I'm looking in just to get overviews to find whether it's undervalued or not. And on my algorithm that I've put in with Claude, it's given this an 87.2%, which is strong buy territory. So just to go through the summary of this. So it tells you, founded by the former Sony executives, high-profile partnerships, good technical indicators. The undervaluation score is 83.8, which is very high. I've put this through a lot of cryptos, and usually they come out between 60 and 65. So this is very high on the undervaluation, and this is purely designed on, are they undervalued at their current price point? You can see, look, very technical team, very good track record. Price targets they're giving are very conservative ones, in my opinion. These are conservative price targets, but that's what AI does. It's more conservative on this model. So we've got the mainnet launch as a catalyzing target. They're regulated in Japan, so they've got credibility. They've got this down as a strong buy. So there you go. The conviction level is 87%. And the risk-adjusted return is 9.2 out of 10, which is exceptional. So this is one of my major holdings, and this is why I think this will pop soon. So again, Jasmy, now will it get the adoption? We don't know that, but we know there's a strong team. We know there's strong partnerships. We know there's a strong following here on X. Now they've not been overly active, but this is significant. Look. The one thing that they did post is that they're going to have the CEO speaking at a major crypto event in Dubai in October. Now, this will almost definitely be a catalyst for Jasmy, almost definitely. So this is something that's coming up that I believe is going to pump the price, and a lot following there. So they've not been overly active on X lately. But you see, look, they do get a lot of engagement when they are active, a lot of engagement. Now, this is more engagement than a lot of projects get. They have got a loyal following and an active social media presence when they can be bothered to post on it. So finally, here we look at the Ether scan and we look at the holders, and you can be sure that most of these, if not all of these, are exchanges. That Jasmy is available on so many exchanges now. Now, I'm not saying for definite that all of them are, but that's a Binance hot wallet. So they're the biggest holders. Binance have a big position in Jasmy. So they have a vested interest there. And not only that, finally, I asked Grok just to summarize the investment case for Jasmy, and you're welcome to read through that and pause it should you wish to. But it really just highlights what we've already discussed, but it also talks about what the detractors say about it. This has been called a zombie token because it hasn't moved and it's down so far. So it does have detractors. There's plenty of people saying negative things about Jasmy, and I think it's just as important that I show you that as well. There is negative sentiment with people saying that Jasmy has no traction. They haven't got it out there. They're not doing enough. They haven't shown the explosive growth that some blockchains have at the moment, some of these projects. And that's true. That's true. But what we're counting on here is the team's experience and their partnership potential. And the fact that the CEO is going to be at a major conference in October, I think this is big news. But that's my opinion. I'm just a lunatic sat in a Lunar Cafe. Let me know what you think. What do you think of JasmyCoin? Is it the zombie token? Is it doomed to stay at this level forever? Or could it, just like it did in December, for easily 4x from here, potentially more once it pops? Now, will it pop? We don't know. I am not Nostradamus, my friend, but that is the way that I play. And rather than talk about coins that I'm not invested in, I've shown you one that I am now. So there it is. It's out there. I'm betting on this to do an easy 4x. I'm taking profits from the point where it starts to do a 3x, and then I'll be diversifying. But that's just the way that I play it. How do you play it? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. What do you think will pop next? And if you've enjoyed this video, and if you're still watching now, especially, then do please subscribe to the channel for more of the same. And if you want another video, you'll find that just there. But either way, stay lunatic, have fun, and make money with crypto.